programmers! Today we're going to go over a few Linux commands. I have a directory that has two other directories inside of it. I can tell when I do ls-l, there's a D for directory, and I'm calling them folder 1 and folder 2. Those are my names, and I put an image of what's in each of those folders up here so we can remember. The first folder, if I cd into that folder, that was folder 1. Then I have two files, animals.txt and names.txt. I can cat either one of those or both of them if I want to print to the screen what is inside of that file. And here might be a good time to talk about regular expressions. Sometimes your names of the files are longer than you feel like typing. So I could say cat, and then instead of me typing in the whole word animals, I could say a star, and that star stands for 0 or more characters. So if the name of the file was just A, it would cat that to the screen. But if the name of the files is animal.txt, it also cats that to the screen. So it'll be able to fill that in, and I can say cat names, and if I don't remember the extension of the file, but I knew it was names, that star can stand for 0 or more characters. There's also a question mark that will stand for 0 or 1 characters. So if I knew, I knew all but the last character, we could fill that in and it could cat that. Let me go back a level. Okay, so what if I'm looking for something, I'm trying to figure out which of my hundreds of files, in the real life I do have hundreds of files, which of them has a certain keyword in it. So like, for instance, I'm looking for the word rat, and I may have it in one of my files. I can't remember the name of the file. Well, there's a command grep that will help you with pattern matching. And I often use this with regular expressions in combination. So we'll say grep, and then what pattern we're looking for. If I'm looking for the word rat, I can just say rat. And then where am I going to look for this? Well, if I don't remember the name of the file, then I could say, well, why don't I look in folder 1, and then I'm going to look at star for all files. And it's going to find it in animals.txt. Well, I could further use regular expressions and say, well, I don't remember the folder name. I'll look in every folder and every file in that folder, and bam, I find it twice. It's in both folder 1 and folder 2 in animals.txt. And grep is powerful enough that we can put a -R, and it will recursively look in this folder, and then the next folder, and then the next folder, and until it runs out of folders to look in. We hit enter, and then bam, we still see that it's only in 2 places. Okay, so that was grep. Let me talk about another one is diff, to tell the difference between 2 files. Now my animals.txt in folder 1 is very similar to the one in folder 2, but there's only one line that's different. So how do I identify what that one line is? Because there could be files that are hundreds of lines and you don't want to go line by line. Well, we will do diff, and then we'll do folder 1 animals.txt, and we're comparing it with folder 2 animals.txt, and it'll print out, boom, there's only one difference, and that is the word horse. Cool. Okay, other cool commands. I'm going to cd into folder 1 for this next one, and clear will clear my screen so it's nice and easy to see what's going on. The next one I'm going to talk about is WC for word count. And when I do this, followed by the name of a file, so I'll do animals.txt, it gives me the number of lines, the number of words, and the number of bytes that are in that file. So this animals.txt, it says there are 6 lines, and when I cat, I see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines worth of animals, and then 1 blank line at the end. So that 6 is how many different lines there are. 5 is how many different words there are, so there were 5 different animal names. And 21 is the number of bytes, and each character is a byte. And there might be some characters that you can't see, like the new line character. Spaces would count as bytes, so there's 21 bytes there. One more command for Linux, and that is the sort command. So these animals are not in alphabetical order. Cat's in the right place, but cow should be next alphabetically, and then dog. So we can type in sort animals.txt, and it's going to sort them. In fact, the blank line will come first, and then cat and cow and dog, pig and rat. But we haven't actually made a change to this. If we cat that out, we only printed to the screen the sorted order. We didn't save it anywhere permanent. So if you want to save the results of your sorting alphabetically, you can, I'm going to redirect standard output, which is the lines printed to the screen, and I'm going to save that in animals2.txt. And now I have a new file, animals2.txt, and it has the sorted version of those commands. All right, I think that's enough commands for now. Happy programming.